Well, we got the crews ready to go.
Hey, Bo, you ready for tonight?
Yeah, I think so. I'm getting everything ready. Who do we got today?
So we got State House Electric playing some music. We got Chef Travis McConnell going to be bringing in some great food. And we top off with a naked doctor.
What?
Yeah.
Did we get our ratings changed?
Find out later.
That you're doing on purpose, sing like a singing on key. Talk to the girl that intimidates you, pretend that you're brilliant and charming. I said pretend that you're brilliant and charming. Hey!
Yeah, that's it. Welcome in, everybody. Later with Jason Suel. So glad that you are tuned in. We're having fun here in the studio today, Bo.
I know.
How's it going?
It's a beautiful day inside.
It's a beautiful day inside.
Yeah.
Things are outside are like crazy. There's so much construction happening in Northwest Arkansas right now.
It's weird because, you know, all of the students left Fayetteville, right? And so part of Northwest Arkansas feels a little empty, and then they filled it all up with construction. It's like, but I'm excited about what's going to happen when all of it's done in 2029.
I know, I am too. I know. Even getting to this studio today was a challenge because, like, the roads that I usually take were all blocked off.
It's like a monster truck, like, course to get downtown. But new things are coming. I mean, you know, you've got the Ramble is more phases of that.
We were just out there last night, actually.
Yeah, walking around that
beautiful
the thing.
We got lost, just going in circles.
Did you wear roller skates? Because I don't want to do that, but I'm afraid of my body being hurt and injured.
And splash pads, right? It's the summer of swimming. So
yeah, Wilson Park, they're going to be putting one in there. I don't know when that's going to get finished either, but it will be.
It will be.
Yeah.
As always, we're progressing here in Northwest Arkansas. And if you go up north, too, I mean, Bentonville, it's like the whole city's under construction.
Rogers has the water park.
Rogers has the water park.
Rogers has the water
park. Downtown Springdale, I feel like Emma Avenue at some point is going to be popping off. That's going to be great. So
it's crazy.
Yes.
What a metamorphosis.
Yes. Speaking of a metamorphosis and bringing all the things together on the show tonight, we have a great one for you. We're interviewing Dr. Tammy, the Naked Doctor, going to sit down with us, talk about her show and talk about everything that she's doing in Northwest Arkansas. And we've got the band State House Electric. They've been on the program before, but they're back. New music video. Cannot wait to hear what they sound like. And then down there at our chef's table, we've got Travis McConnell joining us. Chef, what do we have going on down there at the chef's table today?
We've got an andouille and fresh tomato with fresh basil Sicilian pizza today.
Get out. Get out. Get out.
You're speaking my love language.
It's carbs.
It is. It is, with a little,
some protein,
Italian protein on top. Yes, absolutely. All that fun is wrapped up in the episode, so stick around. We got more happening later.
Fella down from me puts his back wheels on his mower about 6 inches up and his front one's lower, so he mows at all his grass is growing like this, starting low and going high. And you know, the neighbors, we all think it's kind of weird, but he likes it, so you know, you can do anything you want to. You can have an artistic landscaping business, I guess. But I'd give advice. I'd say make it your own, do your own gimmick. You know, let people hire you, and then maybe don't mow their yard for 2 or 3 weeks, and just tell them you did, and some people will go, oh, that looks great, I like it. You know, won't even know what you've done. You just go, just cash the check. The box turtles, you know, we talked about this one before. They'll eat tomatoes, I found out, strawberries, and then I found out it's just red things. They'll eat anything red. They eat a Red Hot. They'll eat a red beef jerky stick. They'll eat ketchup. If I, you know, rub it in my hands and get it all over my hands, they'll lick the ketchup right off my hands, and that feels funny. I tell you what, they got rough tongues. And box turtles. That is duck oil. I use duck oil and also some just bacon grease and all kinds of different, it sounds weird. I don't throw anything away. I reuse everything. Compost it, use it. I've often rubbed old eggs, rotten eggs, cottage cheese, coffee grounds. I've put everything in this beard, and it just seems to just keep fighting it off, fighting back and coming back, and it just, after a while, it smells good.
Back, everybody. Down here we've got Dr. Tammy, the one and only, joining us from the Naked Doctor Show, fully clothed though today. Yes. Yeah, welcome. Thanks for being here.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Nice to be here.
Tell us about your show. So for our viewing audience, even for myself, curious as to what you discuss on your show every weekday.
So it started out many, many years ago, and I was in a small town in Mountain Home, Arkansas, and we had a show for years there, and then sort of took a little break and sort of moved over here, worked on my practice, and then kind of moved around and filmed here several years ago, and then we're back again.
Yeah, you're back.
Filming FPTV. I love them. Thank you so much. So the Naked Doctor Show was sort of just this brainstorming session about where do we get the name, and it's very provocative,
right, of course,
so people see that on the programming strip.
I know that's why you tune in, Bo, right?
But I mean, it's TiVo. Is that even a thing anymore?
Yeah.
TiVo? Gosh, I just dated myself.
Yes, it used to be, for sure.
When we did our ratings one time, the most popular place was at the prison here in town.
Oh, interesting. Yes.
The guys watch it.
Yes,
They'd see that come up.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Provocative name, right? But
yeah.
really, your content is about kind of a healthy approach to living.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's the naked truth about health, wellness, and lifestyle.
Yeah.
So we really break it down, and I have a functional medicine practice, which means that I'm a medical doctor part of the time and have one leg over on the fence of more natural alternative stuff. So we have a hyperbaric chamber, we do stem cells, mostly we do menopausal women's hormones.
Sure.
And a lot of that is just a lot of misinformation because we're so stuck in this world of what we call traditional medicine, where
Sure.
it's, a pill for an ill. And I always say a headache's not an aspirin deficioncy.
Yeah. That's interesting. Would you say pill for an ill?
Yeah, so it's a side effect, and then
Yeah.
you have 5 minutes with the doctor, and then you get back in there, and you get a script for the side effect of that pill they gave you, and never even talk to you about what it was.
Sure. So really, it sounds like it's about myth busting in a way. You're breaking
Absolutely.
through that barrier that we kind of think of in the West as what we need when we get sick, right?
Yeah.
And you have products as well, but really you're also talking about what folks can do for themselves to even prevent needing a pill or needing to go see the doctor, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So actually part of the name of our clinic is anti-aging and aesthetics. So we do aesthetics too, because all the pretty stuff. But
Yeah.
Mostly it is just looking at the root cause of things.
Right.
And so the supplement line that I have, carbmelt.com, little plug, is just weight loss supplements and health and nutrition. So we have some great fruits and greens drinks. So we try to get some of the kiddos away from the sodas, and my son just loves it. He's like, how much can I drink of that a day? So, and then we have detox protein powders, collagen powders, all the things on this site. So, but that was just after years and years and years of looking at people and saying, what do they need? What does your body need? And
Right.
how can I keep from getting ill? Because we have more of a sick care system than we have a well care system.
Interesting. Yes, it's a great way to phrase it. I know when I was growing up, Bo, I don't know if this is the same for you, but sodas were a big part of my life. I don't feel like I had any alternatives though, right? When I was a kid, but now there is that. I don't know, Bo, what do you, I mean, you're a soda guy, right?
I mean, I believe it or not, I don't like drinking sugar.
Okay.
Unless
Yeah.
it's in a
I agree.
cocktail or spirits or
There's
wine,
that.
of course. But yeah, when I was a kid, my Nana was very strict, and so I didn't get to drink a lot of sodas. And then when I was a teenager, I was like, look at this stuff! Ah! And I was drinking sodas, and I got really fat. And then I had to give them up again. So yeah, I have a weird history with sodas.
Right, but I mean, we're talking about a cycle, right? And so giving that up is a big thing for a lot of people, just giving up maybe soda. What's one thing you would encourage people to do to take one step in the right direction towards wellness? What would you say, Dr. Tammy?
Give up the sodas.
Yeah.
I'm
like I set
serious.
you up for that.
I'm serious. We send our kids on Captain Crunch, and my mom. Oh, I'm 54 now, but my mom back in the day, she would have a Diet Coke and a honey bun for breakfast for me. You know, a little butter on there.
That just needs to be a treat sometimes.
Exactly. I mean, that was like what it was. And then if you look at, it's funny because you look back at the JFK video time era, and people are thin with like you, the skinny pants and stuff. And like now, you look around and it's like so common to be overweight and even extremely obese. We see a ton of that. So just kind of waking up to that fact, and then what we do on the show, because it's health, wellness, and lifestyle. So we do a lot of, I even like to get into the spiritual side because we are a whole body. You know, we're not just a physical thing. We're you know, a spiritual person having a physical experience. And so that's all really important as an integration. And so when patients come to me in the office, really I want to know them first. I want to know who you are and what your stressors are and what your life looks like and where your happy points are. And then they always want to jump into the medical stuff. They always want to jump into I've heard, you know, and I'm menopausal, and, you know, I mean, it's just like, okay, hold on, let's slow down a little bit.
I want to know you as a person first, right?
And so really just the first thing I can say is just be your own advocate, because we all in this food industry, and, you know, I probably get into trouble talking about things I'm not supposed to, because I just really bash the food industry because we're marketed in such a significant way. It's nuts. It's like when you look at the marketing, there's something called the bliss point, and it's how much sugar they add to everything. To the bread, to everything that you even think is healthy, you know, if you're buying, you know, and then our food supply is so depleted, even if you're eating vegetables. So that's why I like supplements, because if you really want a whole health approach, all those toxins in your body, you're gonna have to do something about that. So yeah, I have a glass of wine, and, you know, and I do eat some junk food, and but I always make sure that I'm giving my body the extra nutrients and stuff. So those supplements were really built out of, and they're formulated. So I formulated everything out of what I've seen the deficits are. And a lot of people do need to lose weight. That always brings people in the door. So it's really about supporting their metabolism too.
So supporting that metabolism, and I feel like getting people to a weight that they're comfortable with, but then it's about sustainability, because once you hit that mark, you want to stay there, right? Yes, that's got to be a big
There's
part
no
of it.
magic pills or quick fixes, and people hate that I say you have to do some form of exercise. You have to commit to a lifestyle change completely. I mean, you take a diet pill, or, you know, the weight loss shots, or all the this buzz these days. And it's just, you know, it's a tool for sure, and I do prescribe that in my practice, but really trying to get them to buy into it. And then people fall off the wagon with health and nutrition, and we do food sensitivity testing, and we find inflammatory triggers and things like that. So we really try to keep them on track, and then they'll kind of drift, and then we'll pull them back in.
Well, that's normal,
again.
right? Kind of, you ride that roller coaster, I feel like. But having that base, or having that center, or that anchor point to always bring you back to is so important, and that's something that you'll help to provide, and also that you're kind of opening our eyes to with your show. So remind us again, when are you on TV? You come on every weekday, is that right?
12:30. So we kind of piggyback on you with a gap in there, but so it's a great time. So I get a lot of, since mostly what I do, because I've been a menopausal woman that's been a hot mess, but I really attract a lot of women who are home during the day and that sort of thing. So that's how we get people aware, but, you know, I'm not taking new patients right now, so I hate that, because people start calling. But
because you're so full.
We do cycles, and it's my nurse tells me you can't save everybody, so our waiting list for the office is pretty long. But I feel like the show is a way to educate people, because if you are your own advocate, you have to know, you have to have knowledge, and you have to be empowered. And the word doctor in Latin means to teach. So that's really what our job is, because you have everything in you to heal yourself.
Be your own advocate. Be your own advocate. You heard it from Dr. Tammy. Thank you so much for joining us, filling us in about everything you have going on. I feel like I need to spend a little bit of time exercising with my days, even more than I do. So thank you for reminding me.
Good. I hope I motivated you.
Yes, absolutely. Stick around. We got more happening later.
Celebrating 10 seasons all year long on Later with Jason Suel.
Dry Creek Blues. I got the Dry Creek Blues. Dry Creek Blues. 'Cause I can't figure out where I went wrong with you. Where down in the holler, where the sun don't shine through. I got the Tri-Creek Blues. Tri-Creek Blues. My heart's grown heavy as the soles of my shoes. Now lay down in this holler, 'cause it hurts just to move. I got the Tri-Creek Blues again. When love goes wrong, there ain't nothing else goes right. And I lost you, I lost my mind. I'll feel this holler to the rim with my tears. I got the Tri-Creek Blues again. I got the Tri-Creek Blues, the Tri-Creek Blues, and I'm down so low, I've got nothing left to lose. And I'll drown in this holler, these memories of you. I got the Tri-Creek Blues again. When love goes wrong, there ain't nothing else goes right. And I lost you, I lost my mind. I'll feel this holler to the rim with my tears. I got the Tri-Creek Blues again.
Yes, everybody, we're down here at the chef's table. Travis McConnell joining us, and you've got what looks like an amazing pizza here.
This looks like the most fancy lunchroom pizza, because they were always square,
Right.
you know, and I'm not used to square pizza. I'm used to round pizza, but when I see this, it like brings me back to childhood, because I was
Yeah.
like looking forward to pizza day, and it was always a square
Right.
pizza. So why a square pizza?
I'm fancy. I call it Sicilian pizza, but
Okay.
we do call them sheep pan pizzas here.
Yeah.
Especially in cafeterias. But this one's a little bit different, mainly because the ingredients on it, and also I make my own dough, and it's
Oh,
a
wow.
4-day fermentation.
Whoa.
Wow, you've been working on this for us for 4 days.
Well,
It's
it's
a 5-day pizza.
working is a strong word. It just sits in the refrigerator and
Okay.
chills and does its stuff for a few days.
Okay, I
Yeah.
got you. Well, walk us through the ingredients, because you
Yeah.
got some fresh stuff down
We
there.
got leaves.
Amazing fresh basil.
Yes.
There you go. Some fresh tomatoes since we're coming into
Why do these-
summertime.
why
Yeah, look at those.
They're all ribbed and goofy
They're an
looking.
heirloom tomato, so they have all these great crevices and knobs and beautiful parts
fun
to
to
them.
look- oh.
And they're also delicious.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What is it?
Are good.
What does it taste like? A tomato or an
I mean,
heirloom?
It's more of a tomato.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Good. Different
that's
level
really
of
good.
fancy.
And what
Yeah.
is this?
So this is some really great olive oil. Man, I need some salt for you.
I know. You don't even get the pizza today. You just
Yeah.
you get it.
Oh, what's
today.
this?
Stracciatella cheese.
Okay.
It's the inside of the burrata. It's like this super
like the
creamy
gooey center.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what do you
Yes.
just make a burrata and throw away the outside?
Something like that.
Is it-
Or
do
you
with the
just
outside?
you just stop making it and leave it there.
Oh.
You have to
Yeah,
have a
smart.
special license to do that. Too.
Okay, and then
What's this?
So this
like
one
a
is a super
creature.
cool salami that comes from the Calabrian region of Italy.
okay.
It's a fermented
Is it
smoked-
captured? Like, can you let it
Yeah.
out?
You go out into the field and late at night.
It does feel a little weird in the jar, but it's an amazing spreadable salami.
Spreadable.
Calabrian chilies, garlic in it. You can eat it raw as it is, or it's also amazing in cooked dishes like mussels or pizza.
Right,
It
obviously.
has
so many
an almost
different
like smoky barbecue
Yeah.
kind of note. Like,
Yeah,
say
it
that
does.
again, Jason.
It's got smoked paprika, Calabrian chilies.
Man,
It's one of my
that's
favorite
delightful.
things to make.
So do you
Is that
make that?
these?
You put that all together.
I do,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like making a regular salami, but with some other, spreadable aspects.
With some
to it.
fun
Yeah.
to it. Okay.
I like spreadable meat. It just makes it easier.
And
Has a
then
ring to it.
you put it all together on the pan, right? So you start with the dough.
Yep.
And what do you layer in next? What do you like to do? Because I know some people put in like sauce, and then they put
Yeah.
the meat, and then they put the cheese. Like, what's your preference?
Everybody has their own little take on it for sure, but I like a little tomato sauce on there and then put the tomatoes in.
Okay.
I like par bacon this for a little bit, and then I pull it out Finish it with the andouille, the salami.
Yeah.
Okay.
Finish that in there, and then when it's all done, the dough's nice and crispy. You get these nice crispy edges to it.
Yes.
Look at these crispy
Pull
edges.
it out, let it hang for a second, and then
Would you
finish
just
it
look
with the
at
cheese.
that crispy edge?
Look at it.
Yes.
Now that
Look
I've
at
touched
it.
that.
Here's a question for you, Travis. Inquiring minds want to know, do you prefer one of these edge pieces or do you like one of those center pieces?
It depends on the mood I'm in.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I like the crispy edge.
You don't
I'd
like
have to
it?
go with that.
Going for the crispy edge? Are
because
you
The
in?
crispy edge.
I'm
crispy
I'm
edge.
a bread guy, big time.
Yes. Well, obviously, you make your own dough.
Yeah.
liked this guy.
All the carbs, little bit of protein. This is great. Thanks for bringing it for us. I know you've already tried it. I'm going to try it during the
It's
break, and then we're going
incredible.
to eat some more
I'm gonna eat
after
more.
as well. Yes, we're going to keep eating. Travis, thank you so much for
Yeah.
joining us, bringing this for us. Stick around. We're going to try the food, have more fun. All happening later. Yeah, that's our show. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, you can find us out there on your social media platforms or send us an email over at laterwithjasonsuel.com. And before we go, we got to thank all of our amazing guests, including the one and only Dr. Tammy.
And of course, Chef Travis for this amazing pizza.
Oh, so amazing. And how about that music video provided to us from Fayetteville Public Television, part of their Fayette Tunes series. We appreciate you, State House Electric. That's our show. We'll see you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.
Pizza!